Good.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, San Antonio. Good morning, Eastside. Good morning, D2 community. We are here to give a special announcement. I'm sure you've seen the post. I'm sure you've heard the chatter. And so today we are here to go ahead and just give you what you all have been waiting for. First and foremost, I am your MC for this morning. My name is Deandrea Harkless, and I was asked to MC this auspicious occasion, and I could not have not said no. So I love to actually be out here. So today, on behalf of Nika Cleaver has a few of her family, friends, and community supporters that are here to give a few words. Now we're gonna do this really quick, really easy, short and sweet, and right to the point. Like we say in church, be brief, brother, be brief, sister, but be brief. Each of you all have your time to say what is on your mind and on your heart. So we're gonna begin to my right, and we're just gonna keep it flowing. So without further ado, we'll have some words from our community friends.
Good morning, San Antonio. My name is Crystal Royal, and one of the reasons why I'm here is because I'm here to support a dear friend. I'm a transplant from another city, and when I moved here, before I moved here, I went to my community and asked, who do I need to talk to be active in the community? And the only name I got was Nika Cleaver. I've watched this young lady in the 5 years I've been in San Antonio move mountains, create things that I've never been able to see done in this city, and especially for the East Side. So I am honored, I am privileged to be here to speak on her behalf, knowing the great things that are coming are about to come. Nika, I'm grateful. I look forward to the beauty that you're going to create, and I know that you are going to be an asset to this city. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, we got to get this. Okay. Hello, San Antonio. We're just going to let this thing hang. My name is Tamala Hamilton. I am a real estate broker here in San Antonio. What can I say about Miss Nika? I think the one thing that really settles on my heart is that before I even knew who Nika was, I knew of her. Her giving to the community, especially the District 2 community, but giving to the city in general. I have twin boys. They're currently 28 years old, but when they were in junior high and high school, they had a gospel group called Rare. Nika didn't know me, but she didn't care. She loved on me. She loved on my boys. She created their first web page. Everywhere she did an event, she would book my son's group so that they would get the exposure they needed. This is just one of the many selfless things that she does. That's just who she is. That's who you are. And I am so happy. This is long overdue. This should have happened a long time ago. She should have had a title or position years back. But see, it's not about the position, the title, and definitely not about the money, because this girl gives from her heart. Yeah. Don't you start. She gives from her heart. She gives from her soul. She gives when she don't have anything, but she'll pull the community together to make sure people less fortunate always have something. And she has the biggest heart for young adults, children, elderly. But she loves District 2. She loves San Antonio. And her mom and dad are looking down, and I know they're very proud of her. I love you. I support you. I got you. Congratulations.
Hello community. We are here to support Miss Nika, and earlier on, I know that for me, meeting Miss Nika was definitely through what her father, Thomas Cleaver, started here at Fairchild, and just being a part of being a part of what Thomas did for me. I was in 5th grade when I met Mr. Thomas. Today I'm 32 years old. I have 4 kids of my own. I'm pretty sure that he was a guardian angel to not only my mother, but for all the other mothers and just single parents that came here to the center. And he himself, along with his partner, Miss Connie, gave freely, just gave kindness, and Miss Nika was always here with us to support. whether it was taekwondo practice, putting all 10 of us in her car, baby, we was driving stick shift down the street, but just making it, doing everything that we can, supporting the community, everything that it took to let us inner city kids know that our community didn't define who we were. We always had, we always were able to dream and to see bigger than what our circumstances were. Thomas, Miss Connie, Miss Nika definitely opened up new avenues for us, gave us vision and insight on just how we can live this life. So I'm grateful, I'm thankful to Mr. Thomas, to Miss Nika, to her mom, to everything that is going on in Miss Nika's life right now. Just thank you. Thank you, thank you. We support you. We got your back. Go Thomas. Miss Nika doing it. Because I'm gonna whoop her butt if she not. She doing it.
Hi, so my name is Melanie Cawthon, and I am the Executive Director for Disability SA. And we became a community partner with Nika Cleaver about 6 or 7 years ago. I've lost count. Through the One Radio, when we reached out for support of our Fiesta Especial program. And this is a program that is a leadership and life skills development program for youth and adults who are seeking to exemplify contribution and leadership on behalf of representing the disability community here in San Antonio. And upon introduction, Nika was just the epitome of support and help and influence and friendship, and there was not a request that we made to her that wasn't responded with a resounding yes. Not a no, not right now, no, let me see what I can do about that, no, I just can't. It was always yes, let's make it happen. So if there's any words that describe Nika Cleaver, they are a spirit of abundance, they are one of resolve, and of working and leveraging partnerships and bringing community together to make things happen and to get things done. And I have enjoyed our partnership with her, because every time I say, you know, okay, let's look at that, and okay, how are we making sure that we're reaching the community of individuals with disabilities? She's like, yes, how do we do that? How do I do that? Teach me, give me knowledge, show me how. And in an environment where we hit a lot of closed doors and a lot of hard conversations, and we struggled to bring awareness and inclusion for people with disabilities, Nika has been an open door and a broad open window, and we've really appreciated and delighted in our partnership with her throughout the years. So we look forward to continuing that partnership and making sure that people with disabilities are included in everything from civic engagement to activities to just community celebrations and more. Thank you.
Good morning, people. I am Doshi Piper. I'm an associate professor of criminal justice at the University of the Incarnate Word. And I, like the speaker that spoke before me, came into contact with Ms. Nika, really representing a percentage of the population that really was underrepresented. And I'm talking about those who are affected by incarceration, and that can be in prison, jail, or a mental institution. So you heard Tamala Hamilton talk about her encounter with Nika Cleaver. Well, Tamala and I, we used to go to the same church, True Vine Church. And when True Vines really started the Nehemiah Community Reentry Project, we were looking at a way that we can promote this event to really find out what are the reentry needs of individuals who are leaving incarceration, either prison or jail, and what is the role of the church in meeting these needs. So I just saw Nika and I said, I know you, my church member. She told me about you. My pastor came on your show. And from that point, and it was a few years ago, like the previous speaker said, 6 or 7 years ago,
And ever since then, she has really allowed me to come on her platforms and talk about the needs of individuals who are imprisoned, who have criminal justice contact, the needs of justice involved individuals coming and or going. And I just really appreciate the heart that Nika has for the community and the way that she has allowed me and my church and the individuals that I represent, my students, to really get out here and connect with the community. So I am supporting Nika because she does have a voice for the community. She plays a huge role in community, but more than that, she really wants to unify the East Side. She sees each and every person's role that they play in community, and that is so very important. And so for that reason, I support Nika Cleaver.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Callis, and I am here to support my sister, my friend, my mentor, and my motivation, Nika Cleaver. I love Nika with my heart because Nika loved me when she didn't even know me, and I just came here to give back to her what she gave to me. I just want to tell y'all what she did for me. A year ago in September, I went to a comedy show at the One Event Center, and I heard her speaking how she does stuff in the community. I had all my clothes in the car. I had a bad breakup, didn't know where I was gonna stay, and I just asked her. I said, "Nika, do you know anyone in the community renting a room for $200 or some money?" And she said, "Where are you staying tonight?" And I said, "I really don't know." She said, "Go upstairs to my living room." She didn't even know me, but we have mutual friends. So I got to stay with Nika for 2 months. And she didn't care about the people who told her, "You don't know that girl, don't help that girl." But she said, "God told me to help her." And so Nika helped me when she didn't even know me. And I love her because I was so depressed and I was so broken. But every day she would say, "Hello, gorgeous, how are you doing?" And it meant the world to me. And I thank God for her because she saw me through such a beautiful time. And that 2 months, I got to stay with her for 2 months and went on to my next destination. I'm doing better now, y'all. I was homeless. I'm not homeless anymore. But I'm grateful to be here, and I wrote, God gave me a jingle for Nika when she told me she was running. He woke me up out of my sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning singing this jingle for her. So I came to give back to you, Miss Nika. Yeah. So it's time for a change. Yeah. And I'm with Nika Cleaver. Time for change, time to rearrange things, get things straight. It's gonna be great. Vote Nika Cleaver. I'm with Nika Cleaver. Time for change, time to rearrange things, get things straight. It's gonna be great. Vote Nika Cleaver. I'm with Nika Cleaver. Let's make a change.
Okay, the point of the introductions was not to make me cry, though. At all. Man, thank you guys so much.
We love you.
Thank you guys so much. So I'm gonna, before I even go in, I gotta introduce one more person because normally, when people get up and they run a campaign, they got their family all next to them and stuff. And my parents passed away, and when they did, this wonderful angel that has been with me since I was, oh gosh, I don't even know. I don't remember because I was stepped in and said, I got this. So y'all please give it up for Carla Broadus. Yeah! So Carla, before I start to talk to the people and people at San Antonio, what do you think about this that's going on right now?
I am very happy that this is going on because, of course, Doris and Tom left Nika in my hands. And I only want the best for Nika. So I want Nika to shine. And I want her to win. Nika's had the foundation that a lot of kids dream of. She's had 2 outstanding parents. She's had college-educated grandparents. So not only should the people of San Antonio be backing Nika, but all the folks from Prairie View A&M University should be backing her. So Nika should have all of San Antonio backing her. And Doris and Tom, we got your back.
Ooh, I love you. All right, so since she gave you a little bit, let me give you a little bit more. I think by now you probably figured it out. Yes, I'm running for District 2 Council, and I am extremely excited. The possibilities that are in our very near, right around the corner future, and the things that we will be able to accomplish are going to be amazing. And not just for the community we live in now, but for the community we are going to build for our kids and our future. Since I was a kid, I've heard the future politician is right there. When you grow up, you need to be a politician. And for the past 2 years, Nika, when you get into politics, my dad used to tell me all the time, girl, you are a true politician. But every time he said it, it was because I was trying to talk him into something. He called it politics, but I saw it as negotiation. I can say I've lived a very privileged life. I grew up like the shows that we grew up on. The Karate Kid, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and The Cosby Show, all mixed up together. I went to private school. I traveled. I'm an athlete, nationally ranked in tennis, 3rd degree black belt in karate, and of course, top Girl Scout cookie seller. I was daddy's little girl. Some say spoiled, I say loved. Had a new car at 16, private phone line in my room at 12. One of the first ever cell phones ever made. Do you remember the one in the black bag with the zipper? I had that. And here's the shocker. I'm a Van Cortlandt debutante, part of Jack and Jill, and I was one of the 4 black people in my school from literally kindergarten all the way till 12th grade. My family was and still is extremely awesome, successful, intelligent, and strong community-based people. My grandfather was the vice president of Prairie View A&M. My dad, an executive director of MHMR. My mom, a vice principal at Elof Elementary. One of my aunts is a doctor of therapy. My other aunt is an evangelist. I have a pastor who is an uncle who's a pastor, a cop cousin, and a cousin that went to Harvard. So there's no pressure here, honey. This is part of my heritage. And speaking of heritage, I do want to give a shout out to my cousin, Monica Napier, who is also running for council in Seguin. Now, even though I had a great life growing up, and it seemed like it was pretty darn near perfect, I wasn't. Although daddy's little angel, I did make mistakes, just like we all have. My big thing growing up was talking too much in class. I was always in trouble and always in detention. But after all these years, I still talk too much. I love to talk. I'm a talker, radio personality, TV host. That's what I do. What I can say is that I was able to talk and communicate so well with folks that my 8th grade principal told my parents that if I could just join forces with them, I could transfer the whole school. I remember thinking, the whole school, but I'm only in 8th grade. Now that's a lot of pressure. And when I turned 16, it was driving too fast and getting tickets. Much like y'all see me running from event to event now, going, and going. That's been me since I was 16. And let me just tell you now, I did have to pay some tickets from 2016 just a few months ago. That's something about me and tickets. When I decided to run for office, I did a background check just to make sure everything was good. You know, with irresponsibility, there's always consequences with that. Now, my irresponsibility with tickets landed my consequence to actually be on probation when I was 21. Do you remember that, Mama? Yes. Because you remember Daddy was not happy, right? So basically, trying to cover up from getting another ticket, I tried to write a check to pay it off, But didn't tell my daddy that I took the money out the account. And next thing I know, the check comes in, the check bounces, right? Still didn't tell my daddy because I knew he would be upset. And now I'm facing a warrant for my arrest. Long story short, my friends and my kids out there, you gotta listen to your parents. Because all of that would not have happened if I just would have talked to my dad. I didn't go to jail, but I did go to the jail office for like an hour. I got booked, released, and my butt kicked like in that order. But it's something that we all know that we have to go through. We have to learn life lessons, and we all have them when we're growing up. Unfortunately for me, it was a dumb lesson, but it's not a lesson to keep me from my purpose and what I need to do in life.
That's right.
So do you know what my dad said when all that went down? He said to me, "So Nika, now what are you gonna do when you run for office?" And I'm thinking to myself, what office? I don't know what you're talking about. But in all actuality, he had a little foresight for his baby girl. So today, I want to give you a little foresight on the future of District 2.
Come on. Yes. Come on.
The next journey is not really a surprise. It's really more like, now there's the Nika we know.
Yeah.
But when my parents did pass away, that perfect little path I had, which might have actually put me in the same position, turned rocky. Spending years to figure out how to use my purpose, because I knew what it was. I just wasn't sure how to use what I was supposed to do with it. I know you guys have been there too.
Yeah.
So I bartended, waited tables, started a TV show for teens, did the morning show on KTFM, helped launch KROV, started the One Radio, started Black Business San Antonio, and slowly but surely became a community activist and a voice for the people.
Come on.
So when I told people I'm running, I thought people were gonna really say, well, why? But instead, I got, well, it's about time. And I appreciate that support, the vote of confidence, and to know that my ability can run this office.
Yes, absolutely.
After attending my first council meeting, I figured out I wasn't qualified for this job. Nope. I was made for this job. Crazy thing is, I've always felt like the worst business owner ever, right? I spent the last 8 years running a business, but yet good business people get into business to make money. I got into business to provide opportunity. To provide a platform for the people. Giving someone the opportunity to fulfill a dream, start a new life plan, test out a product, worship, dance, sing, connect. Man, that's what it's all about. For me, I'm elated that I went through the things that I did. For the experience, for the understanding, for the ability to problem solve real life situations quickly. It's frustrating to have the people that are in the position to make change act like they've never been through any problems. My situations move me past sympathy and put me in a place to be able to say, I've been there before, and let's work together to figure this out. Thanks to these life lessons, I can represent anyone in any situation, and I can represent all shades, all income levels, and both sides of a story with understanding and empathy. I will always work to make sure that people feel like a needed part of this community. Do you know why? Because you are a needed part to this community. Why am I running? Because now is the time for me to be in this position. I'm confident I have the knowledge. I can build strong teams. I'm telling you, I have the relationships. And the ability to for our district to get what it needs and to get things moving in the right direction.
That's right.
The platform that I'm running on is what we will be working towards until we get into office and until we successfully complete our goals. Now, this does not exceed new things or exclude new things or other community concerns. My friends, together we will continue to increase, protect, connect, and keep our district.
Come on, girl.
Increase safety via programs with our patrolling officers, host neighborhood watch programs with our law enforcement leaders, and create initiatives for individuals including at-risk youth, the incarcerated, those on parole, and on probation.
Come on now. Come on.
We're going to increase education by ensuring more district members are enrolled and involved in adult literacy and workforce programs, obtain and sustain 95% participation for the Alamo Promise program, and support current and new tutoring and mentoring programs for all levels of education and trades. Increase economic stability by working with companies to provide more financial opportunities for small business. Teach and help guide businesses through the bidding and contract process. Help prepare and equip them to handle deals not only with the city, but with private contractors as well. Plus provide business centers across this district. We will connect the community properly. First, connect the people of our district with the resources and services that are already here and being provided. And make sure our district is connected to the city to ensure proper representation on city boards and committees, because that's who makes a decision in our city.
All right now.
The District 2 voice will be heard. We're not going to be silenced, and we will be part of the planning and decision process for this city. We will protect our vulnerable communities, including our housing, development, and working through zoning and taxes issues. We know we're going through that right now. We must build a better communication and a solid, comprehensive process for new developers that come into our area, as well as community members who want to expand. And work with development projects from inception to conception. We will use our underused community center, and we will work, I got ahead of myself, let's bring it back. We will use our underused community centers to house programs and initiatives for the homeless, at-risk youth, the older adult community, those living with disabilities, our veterans, and our underfed. Believe me, there's enough room. While helping existing community centers get the things that they need to successfully serve the people. And we will continue to beautify our district by supporting neighborhood cleanups and adopt a street programs. Build more community gardens that help both beautify and combat food shortage. And continue to create landmarks that feature D2 history and spotlights new and upcoming businesses and attractions. Now, these are just bullet points and a few. I want you to go to nikacleaver4d2.com so you can see all the bullet points under each category. And I also want to remind you, we will have get out to vote rallies so we can break down each one of those categories. So we really know how we're going to make a change and a difference. So how are we going to get things done in District 2? Anything that we need to work on for our district, we will accomplish through communication, knowing the process and procedures, and staying hands-on in our community. How will we get things done in District 2? By working with our judges within our court systems like juvenile, criminal, civil, and family court to help with programs, district involvement, and opportunity. How do we get things done in District 2? By working with our law enforcement, constables, sheriffs, and patrolling officers, our city managers, our mayor, and our other council members. How do we get things done? By truly working with and supporting neighborhood associations, community initiatives, community leaders, and people who are stepping up to take the lead to serve. Because that's why they're doing it. Please understand, we do not always have to wait on the city to give us permission to find funds to help our district. Yes, we need our city support, and yes, we are part of the city's success. But we can start building our district by connecting the assets that are in our district already. We do not need permission to clean our streets, to mentor our kids, to combine our resources, to teach safety classes to our community. The only thing we have to wait on, my friends, is us. We can control the momentum and the positive things that are happening in our district. We don't need permission for that. We don't need permission to look out after each other and to start putting things in motion to build our community up. Look, we have accomplished things and we will continue to accomplish things. I led the charge to making Juneteenth a city holiday after a young lady came to one of my meetings and asked the mayor, Mayor, can Juneteenth please be a recognized holiday in San Antonio, and can we get the day off? I called the mayor Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He called me back Wednesday and said it's done.
Yeah!
Then I got to actually witness the city manager write it into the budget, the mayor support it, and the council pass it through the budget.
Yeah.
So now it's a recognized holiday and San Antonio employees have the day off.
All right now. Woo!
I am a community voice working with the DA office. And in that time, I've seen the office create a community panel to help with office accountability and a special unit to work with officer-involved shootings. I am working with the Police Association to understand police accountability and the true role of the SAPO, San Antonio Police Officers. I'm working with the sheriff to help bring information to the community about safety programs. One of my biggest concerns, the innocent people that are in areas of high alert. For example, I want there to be a 5-step identification process when putting out information to the community during citywide searches. We need more information to help us help law enforcement capture the actual criminal and not an innocent citizen. I'm working with the brand new, congratulations to Catherine Brown, Constable.
Yeah!
To make sure that her programs that she's implementing will get done and get done successfully in our district. And as I stated earlier, I have hosted community meetings that brought city government leaders in front of the people to answer questions and address concerns. And my friends, I was on the ground moving in District 2, helping out any way I could from the first day COVID started up until today, wherever they need me. And I hate to say it, but that's just naming stuff since March. Many of you already know I do backpack drives, 9 years, Christmas presents, 8 years, Thanksgiving dinners, 5 years. We've recognized almost 200 community members that selfishly serve this city. I've worked with schools, community centers, churches, small businesses, and big corporations. We have fed people, gave away clothes, provided opportunity consistently for 10 years. I truly believe it's what we do every day that will determine how prepared and how successful we are tomorrow. If we truly want a successful future, we need to put in work daily. But guess what? Together, that goal is way more obtainable than you could ever imagine. See, I do believe that many people may think a good council person is someone who knows how to vote on Thursday. And although this is extremely important, the council person is so much more than a Thursday vote. And as long as you have put together a good team, there is nothing that comes to that office that cannot be discussed, compromised on, or worked out for the good of the district before it ever goes to a vote. I really don't care if you're poor, rich, black, white, Hispanic, on drugs, homeless, work for yourself, work for a corporation, have a disability, you're a scholar, or you just have no idea what you want to do in life. Hey, guess what? I don't care if you voted for Biden or if you voted for Trump. That does not matter to me. It's not my job for that to matter to me. It is my job to represent you and connect you. That is my job. The job of the council person is not to dress right, have a certain amount of money, or a certain number of degrees on the wall. My friends, that's not a job description. The job is to connect the people in your district and give them opportunities. It is to connect the district to the city to make sure we are properly represented and active in city plans and projects, and to help other council members achieve their district goals. And when districts combine resources, they create the ability to help even more people. I have worked with Councilman Perry, District 10's office. We helped distribute PPE packets to small businesses during COVID. These are the things that we do to make not just a district great, but the entire city great. So District 2, think of us as a community puzzle. A puzzle from afar looks like a picture. And you have to actually get closer to see all the different puzzle pieces that make up that picture. I see each individual in this district as a separate puzzle piece. And we must come together to make the beautiful picture of District 2. I want you to humor me for a second and think of all the things that are within our community, the services, the programs, the opportunities, and all the different ways we can come together to make things happen. Now think, when all those pieces come together, when all of us join forces, we create a beautiful district, a beautiful picture. This beautiful, successful district that is made of great neighborhoods and a strong community. Remember, even with a puzzle, not one piece can stand alone. There's no puzzle with one piece. You can't even figure out what picture it's supposed to be with one piece. And guess what? It doesn't matter which piece it is. So that means nobody's more important than the other. It's only when all the pieces come together that you understand the full picture, that you see the full picture. We as individuals need to figure out our puzzle piece. We have to figure out how our individual goals fit into the big picture of D2. What piece do you represent? Whatever that piece is, own that piece. Use that piece to help the district be more beautiful, because we do need you. Stand with others and represent that piece for the good of us all. We must join together so we can beautify, strengthen, and empower our community. We are better together. We will win this election. And then together, we will do what needs to be done to successfully complete our goals. And it's that simple. I did not say easy. I said that's simple. We connect. We guide each other. We combine our resources. We communicate through our issues. And we work until we get it done. Today we are at Fairchild Tennis Center. We could have been anywhere in this city, but we're at Fairchild Tennis Center because this is the place where my father started my actual community service to District 2. Now, he's been making me work for people all my life. But here is where I started my service to District 2. And I want to do it quick. Anybody who is YWHP, I need you to come over here. Come over here. Yeah, come on over. So I got two of my fabulous and a mom. How 12 years old and 11 years old is how old they were when they came here. 32 years old now. Did the program do anything for you?
Everything. We here and out of jail, out of prison, off the streets, not a product of the not a product of the statistic that they wanted us to be, because of what the center and Thomas Cleaver, Nika Cleaver, and everybody and everything is done.
And I'm gonna tell you, it was so funny because the first day, I mean, Miss Hargrove, which is wife of Tony Hargrove, who ran Ella Austin for over 20 years. We planned the first day of the program for hours, days, months. What we're gonna do? We had karate, tennis. I taught both. We had nature and life skills, because you know that's what Daddy was about, right, Carla? Nature, life skills, all that good stuff, right? So we were all excited to get here the first day. We're like, yes. And then we realized we didn't have no kids. And we said, we forgot the kids. And so at that point we knew we had to go to the schools and go recruit some kids. But before that, we were already here, so we had to try to do something. And that park right over there where all y'all kids are playing right now, Charles Franks was down there at that park, which all of y'all grew up together. You're all here at the same time. My dad went down there and he said, hey you, what's your name? He said, Charles. He said, come here, we're gonna teach you tennis. Not like, do you want to play tennis or would you like to come over here? But come here, we're gonna teach you tennis. And from that day, he became our first kid, and all of these guys, we had hundreds of kids that followed. And it's just so special, and it was so special to my dad. He spent his last 10 years of his life here, and he put everything into these kids, into this place. So when he passed away, we had to come here to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Right over there, we was crying. Ooh, it's a mess. Yeah. When we had the memorial service, I got in a fight with my family because, we have to go to church. I said, no, we're going to bring the church here.
That's right.
Because this is where my dad was, and this is where he put all of his energy and his love, so we had to have his memorial service here. So today, we had to come here
Yes.
to announce my candidacy for City Council District 2 and dedicate it to Thomas J. Cleaver Jr. So I'll say again, go to the website, read NikaCleaver4D2.com, read the complete, everything there, the complete platform, see the pictures, 250 pictures of me in the community with people. I've got news stories on there from all of the different work and accomplishments, all the awards, all the things that we've done and that we want to do. So go to the site if you want to volunteer. That's where you're going to want to go. If you want to donate, that's where you're going to want to go. And I'll see you, because my goal not only is to win the seat, but this is not about just being that council person that shows up to get a photo op. You're going to have so many pictures with me, you ain't going to want no more pictures. I'm going to be around in your face so much, you're going to be like, nigga, don't you have work to do? You are my work. You are what my concentration and what I need to do. So thank you so much, and officially I can finally say, vote for Nika.
Yeah!
Time for change, time to rearrange things, get things straight. It's gonna be great. Vote Nika Cleaver. I'm with Nika Cleaver. Time for change, time to rearrange things, get things straight. It's gonna be great. Vote Nika Cleaver. I'm with Nika Cleaver. Let's make a change.